Tonight, in 2 hours, we're going to mention Yom Hazikaron, the Memorial Day of Israel, for all the soldiers and the victims of the Tora attacks. Every year, the number is updated according to all the victims of the last year. This Friday morning, the number was 24,067 soldiers and victims of terror attack. And this Friday night, it became 24,068 after the terror attack in Eyar. We mentioned in Sunday, Daniel Golev was the last one who died in Friday, who got murdered in Friday. And I searched a little bit. I heard that story 12 years ago when I was in the army, and we went to a tour in the Olive Mount, Har Zeitim, to the grave over there, and we saw the grave of the person who is the number one of that counting. Meaning they started this counting at some point in order to get to 24,000. The first one, that from him they started to count the number of the victims and the soldiers. His name was Rabbi Avraham Shlomo Tzoref. He died in 1851, 171 years ago. He born in Lita. He was one of the students of Gaon Mivilna, Vilna Gaon. Okay. Yeah, I figure out it's probably something with just an English accent with the same words. He made Aliyah to Israel with his wife and his 3 kids. He works as a jewelry man. Soref, this is the meaning of the word, of working with the jewelries. His main work also was building Jerusalem and convince people to do Aliyah to Israel. And he was very successful in that. So successful that the Arabs in Jerusalem started to know this guy and didn't like him until one morning, on the 19th of Elul in 1851, they decided to assassinate him. So they waited to him in his way to the Shacharit, to his way to Shul, with sword. This is what they have in those days. And they stabbed him several times. Some people who were there and tried to save him heard him yelling Shema Yisrael. This was his last words. And he also asked the people around, please tell my kids and their kids and whoever is come after them, don't ever leave Israel. This was his last words. He buried in Olive Mountain in Har Zeitim. And we were there, exactly, I was there 12 years ago, right after they... some Arabs who ruined some graves, so they ruined his grave also, but we were there for the renewed of the Matzeva. So exactly 12 years ago, they renewed that. So I remember that very good. Just for the perspective, he murdered the first one on that counting, of that 24,068 victims. He got murdered 9 years before Herzl even born. Meaning, just to understand how long and how deep our story, before Herzl even born, way before he imagined to establish Israel. So our story goes very, very deep and very, very far than what it seems. Rabbi Avraham Shlomo Tzoref is number one. He was the first one. Daniel Golev was the last one, hopefully last one forever. We can never say the stories of all the 24,068 victims. This is only the first one and the last one, Bezrat Hashem. I recommend you, in these 24 coming hours, choose 1, 2, 3 names. Probably you know some, but even if you don't know, try to learn of them a little bit, their stories, to understand their sacrifice, and may their memory be for blessed. Amen.